Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Who am I but I'm Dre Mac? Came into the game just to spit facts. Into the space that I'm in. They got me by the Drake cause I'm cold with the pen. I find no diamonds but I still shine. You can dig me cause my bar's mine. My tracks flame like a Gamu. The hardest part on my tongue, thinking is a warm blue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist, but you smell me. One spark, then I bet you I'ma blow up. They throw my name around, get super, then you go dumb. No rest for the weary, a versus thinking in his man, but you can't see me. You rather drink than go pull up, but jerk a knife through the game, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. I came to eat at the a la carte. Got stripped of a bear, call me brainstorm. Then I come together like a Voltron. Then I pour all the plaques to use Decepticons. Fake rappers in the streets like Cobra. 80s baby floating like up in the storage and I'm man. Up, down, down, then I'm cheap. You a beast, man. I take a beat in. Ninja turtle rap, turtle plans, get defeated. Hot in my ride. You can call me Night Rider. You can never stop me, cause I'm a guy bomb. Bad attitude like a rocket. My whole to the A, and I bet you can stop us. LL bad when I go and show up. You can hear the haters in the back. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie.
Check it before you hate me. But when I'm about to flow in this statement, we took a need for justice. Now people are flaking, so cops are speaking, says you know. This is the criminal. Don't be big black, pop 'em so I can go to my family. But what if I do with the shot? Now his family is crying, another victim dying. Of injustice to the press, I'm a son of a. Because I took the knee, but who's privileged and rich? Who built a country, got black blood and slaves of freedom. They stardom with no word to stay. My control devices, you don't want me to be silent. You wanna fight North Korea but can't find ISIS. You want me to stand for a flag, pledge allegiance, remove my hat. They really never have my back. Get through the military beginning like we disrespect them. You disrespect them every time they go and kill men. They never did nothing on the premise of freedom. But who started all these wars to determine the century? I'm gonna take a knee like Cap. This is born from rap. It's for the murders of the people that we can't get back. Until you understand, this is not about a flag. It's about fixing the country. I don't care if you're mad. This is about fixing up before we start a crisis. This is fighting white supremacy. That's why we so divisive, man. It's not about the flag. It's not about the flag. It's not about the flag. It's about to get justice, man. It's not about the flag. It's not about the flag. It's not about the flag. Why take a knee like that? White supremacy, the entity is systematic. Now you can fight it, and can face it, or exit the matrix. Just like history lessons before we came to this country. We lived all over the world and shaped the firmly from the Bible that's black and the Romans that too. For Babylonian, it's evil too. We built that too. First on the planet, check. Why promise so check? You can hate me, but you really ain't told us yet. Well, we came from in Africa, but you want us to go. Let's just see how you feel. If you got on the boat, trapping in Cuban waist, and get chaining you shackled in a dude with a whip said, call me master, but you said in the evil when it came out, master with your person in Hebrew, but they beat that too. No more native tongue, changing communication. Then you forcefully live without no hesitation. Then you freed us in the slave patrol, became the po-po, used to run for freedom, now we running some more. We build up our communities just to watch it get bombed. Then you kill all our heroes, one pop at a time. Now it's bomb bursting to a brother like me, cause if I get out of line, then I'm dead in the street. If we all created equal and that's the decree, then why nobody in this land showed me? Whoa. It's not about the flag. It's not about the flag. It's not about the flag. It's about to get justice, man. It's not about the flag. It's not about the flag. It's not about the flag. Why I take a knee like that, man? It's not about the flag. It's not about the flag. It's not about the flag. It's about to get justice, man. It's not about the flag. It's not about the flag.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Sorry, y'all. I was having some technical difficulties to get started, but welcome to another episode of the Dre Mac Show. 7:30 in the morning Central Time, 8:30 on the East Coast. You're from the West Coast. Go ahead and get up, because you already know that the early bird gets the worm. And on today, we are going to discuss just a small but pivotal moment in the new Eddie Murphy documentary. And I was watching it last night, and it immediately, just this part where they talk about when Eddie Murphy was like at the height of his power, and how the media itself could not help but try to compare him to Richard Pryor, and wanted him to be the next Richard Pryor, like they couldn't exist in both planes. And that's what brought me to do this, because I think a lot of times when I talk about my feelings on Ryan Coogler and on Nate Moore, I get a lot of times when I have my theory that I told you the sword I'm dying on. You don't have to get on the sword with me. That's my sword. You know what I mean? I have a lot of people like, yo, hey, what is wrong with you? I got something on my face. They were like, hey, what's wrong with you? Why are you bringing this up? Why are you crapping on a black man? You know, this, that, and the other. Right? And honestly, rightfully so. Because you never heard somebody talk so candidly about a guy who's very successful. And of course, I'm not going to tell somebody what they can and cannot do. At the same time, There's a reason why I have the thoughts that I have, and it's because the only one rule. And if I feel like someone is gatekeeping that or making that something, to be pristine about, you're gonna hold your career on it. Well, I got some issues, but that's what I'm gonna talk about that today. And Eddie brings this up masterfully when he's talking about him and Richard Pryor. So hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gan over at the Heavy Gan channel, but you already know how I do. The real question is, are you
Say why you hating on my energy? Say why you hating on my energy? I don't think you wanna be my enemy.
all right. And if you haven't seen the documentary, Being Eddie, go watch it. It is and again, this is Eddie Murphy is one of my idols. Been for forever. I was 8 years old going to go see Coming to America. I was a little kid going to go see Coming to America. I remember seeing 48 Hours. I remember seeing Trading Places. It used to come on HBO and Cinemax all the time. Watching Beverly Hills Cop. Eddie Martin. For me, because I was in comedy too. Chris, Dave, George Carlin. Some of them old guys, Don Rickles and some of those old guys when I was coming, when I was coming up, as someone who wanted to get into the comedy space or just wanted to be funny and wanted to entertain. You look at who's that in Eddie. It was like, and they talk about it in here. And if you was at this place in time or you remember this, it was a time where like Eddie Murphy, Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, Whitney Houston, Prince, these were like Mike Tyson. When you talked about black people, just when they promoted, they were at the top. They were at the top. It was a magical moment in history. But with that being said, there was always that we can't have two of y'all. We can't have more than y'all. Now, at the same breath, we got a lot of white actors at the top of their game. There was a Sylvester Stallone and a Sylvester Stallone and an Arnold Schwarzenegger operating at the same time. And when you're talking about the big action stars, you know what I mean? You had your big comedic stars with Tom Hanks and Billy Crystal. You had those at the same time. You could have a Meg Ryan, and you could have all these other white prominent actresses. A Bette Midler and all of that. But it just seemed to me, and this has been echoed over and over, that in Hollywood, because they didn't believe black people was marketable. Let's just put it like there. It's a marketing is stupid. Not gonna say this is smart, it's stupid, but they don't believe in Hollywood that black people are profitable. They can make money. They didn't believe Michael Jackson, even though how successful he was with the Jackson 5, even with Off the Wall, they didn't even want to put, and hopefully they tackle that in the Michael movie. They didn't want to put Michael Jackson on MTV because of racism. Oh, they don't fit the mold of our channel. We're more of a rock. We don't want that other stuff in there. Like Tina Turner wasn't doing her own version of rock. You see what I mean? Like Michael Jackson wasn't good enough to be on your station, on your channel. Again, this was a creation of BET. This is how BET got created, and then again, why we were going so hard when we allow people to be in our spaces like the Cat Rory, and how we end up being treated in said space where we had to literally kick down the door just to be on MTV. Music is called music television, not rock and roll television, not heavy metal or hair band music television, music television. And Michael Jackson had to be the first. You see what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. That's why I get on Nate and Ryan, especially Ryan being the writer and the director of Black Panther so hard. So I want to go over just a segment in here and expound upon they can only be one, and why Ryan should really think about the decisions that he makes going forward. This is a cautionary tale, because what comes up, baby, will go down. It will go down. So let's get to all the people that's in the chat right now, and we are going to get into it here. Why do I feel like this? Okay, so my headphones are loud. I'm like, why is it just the music just feel like it's overbearing my voice? Let's see what's all in the chat. We got that fixed. Miss Roberta, the church IT, good morning, good morning, good morning. Andre Ware, good morning, good morning. Sheed is up in the house. Good morning, good morning. Marley Moore, good morning. Persetta, good morning. May Kent, good morning. The original magnificent member, good morning, good morning. Q is not a robot, good morning, my brother. Good morning. Xavier Phoenix, X-Man, what's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Eddie Foster, good morning, good morning, good morning. Junior Network, good morning. Make sure that you are liking Junior Network's channel, because he always brings all the Michael Jackson news. So make sure that you guys are following my brother, over there, over on the Junior Network channel. Savage Cabbage, good morning. Robert D, the admin, good morning, good morning, good morning. Torian Brain Reloaded, my brother, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me see. Kevin H, good morning, my brother, good morning, brother Juma, Jahid, good morning, good morning. Let me see. Let me see. Let me just try to get to everybody that's in here. Man, Grady, other admin, good morning, good morning, good morning. Rashad Walker, good morning, good morning, good morning. That's most definitely facts. Most definitely facts. Judah Vision, good morning, good morning. Mario Faith Warrior, good morning, good morning. J. Carter, good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. Jadid. You gotta because I want to say yeah also when I say that. Yadid. So you gotta forgive me. It's a ton of ways to say your name is going through my head too. But yeah, Jadid. Yeah, I got you. But if you hear me mispronounce it, fall in line with Damson. I got you. I got you. I got you. All right. Let me transition over real quick so I can get this video together. Hopefully this thing plays the way it should. And I'm at the right spot. So let me get to it, and I'll be right back, of course, with more of the Dre Mac Show.
Knight Rider will return after these messages and station identification.
Stedman, he's Stedman, not just old Bruce boyfriend. If you cross him, you're a dead man. You heard what I said, man.
I heard he was gay. No way, sister.
Stedman, he's Stedman.
The Knight Rider Power Cycle with Kid on the pretend instrument panel.
Here he comes. There's something special happening at Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Fresh buttermilk biscuits made from scratch. Our chicken head biscuits a perfect match.
Warm, taste so good, make you want to slap your mama for real. Man, I slap your grandma, I slap your auntie.
Good idea. Playing horsey with your little sister. Bad idea. Playing horsey with your Aunt Bertha.
Let's see who's bad, man. Come on, let's go. Let's show you who's bad. Come on.
You wear a disguise to look like human guys, but you're not a man, you're a chicken boo.
Now the conclusion of
I hate how they talk about you. Everybody thinks you're just a freeloader. They don't know about...
They can't know. They can't ever know. If my cover's blown, we're both dead.
Do you like the car? It's for you.
What's the occasion?
I can't believe you forgot again. It's our anniversary. We've been engaged for 15 years.
You know, I'd marry you tomorrow, baby. But it wouldn't be fair. Not to you or to the free world. Well, look at you.
This is it. I can't believe it. After 15 years, we're finally going to consummate our love.
Damn. This is Stedman. It's the commissioner. What? Professor Haight? He's escaped? Damn. What? The French Riviera? Now? Yes, sir. I'm on my way. Damn him! Damn that Professor Haight!
He's escaped? Again? Can't they build a prison strong enough to hold him for at least one night?
He's diabolical. I must go.
Can it wait just 1 hour? I want it so bad. 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Believe me, when we finally make love, I'm gonna take my time. It's gonna take all night long. But right now, I'm gonna need some money.
How much?
Let's see. French Riviera. In the house. Wardrobe. Disguises, special weapons, laser glasses, speedboat, armored helicopter.
All I have on me is 1.3 million.
That'll have to do.
Oh, darling, what kind of life is this?
Oprah, darling, you have to be strong. There's more at stake than just you and me.
Here's something to read on the plane.
Thank you, darling.
How about a kiss?
Of course. Close your eyes.
Oh, Stedman.
All right. That's Stedman. That secret agent. So clever, so cool. Maybe we'll see the second half of what goes on with my man Stedman here in a moment. But I'm going to transition over. What the hell? Hold on. Hold up. No. What happened to my stuff? There we go. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. You do one thing and Stedman comes in, he takes over another. That's Stedman. All right, let's transition over. And I'm going to share my screen. And again, hopefully this can play the way it should. But again, this is a moment in the documentary, and I'm going to stop it, start it, because you already know how this copyright sometimes works. But it talks about competing Eddie Murphy with Richard Pryor. Understand where I'm coming from. This is the context. And he talks about the only one rule, how he rejects that. Let's get to it.
Richard, how do you feel when you read Eddie Murphy is going to be another Richard Pryor? Watch out, Richard Pryor. Here comes Eddie Murphy. Yeah.
Pissed off.
Now,
Yeah. You know.
now, why would Richard Pryor be pissed off? Because they said, what do you feel like? Well, Richard Pryor needs to watch out. Here comes Eddie Murphy. What do you think a comedian or an actor of his caliber, of his ilk, thinks when the media, not Eddie Murphy, the media is saying, your time is over, pal. We got the next Negro. How do you think he feels about that? Or what is going through his psyche? That's why he says, I don't like that.
No, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
People are saying he's the new Richard Pryor. The fuck are you talking about? Richard's here, and there will never be a new Richard Pryor. There will be another man. That syndrome, that desire to pit Black people against each other and make it seem like there's one opportunity. And if one of you want it, you have to go into the Coliseum and destroy the other.
That's why I have a problem. Let me get to it. That's why I have a problem with not recasting T'Challa. I don't know Ryan Coogler, just like I don't know this cup of QT. If Ryan in his mustache walked up on me right now, I'd be like, is that Ryan? I would say, oh, Seth, that's Ryan Coogler. I would not say that. I'm like, is that Ryan Coogler? For one, I don't be in like celebrities' faces like that, right? I don't be in celebrities' faces like that. Even when I go visit my brother in Hollywood, you know, I'm not, you know, you walk around, you see a celebrity. Oh, man. Oh, okay. That's so-and-so over there. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. Unless I really want to go holler at them, you know, or, you know, hopefully I can go see Jonathan, but I'm not going to be like, oh, snap, that's Jonathan. I'm like, what up, Jay? You know what I mean? But with that being said, the reason why I always had a problem for not recasting, because you're stopping another actor from being in the same role as Chadwick. And we can't get caught in emotions in a business like Hollywood. Hollywood is a job just like the janitor, just like the city employees, just like the people who work in hospitals, all of that. It is a job. I'm sorry to tell you Black folks that get so emotional about about these actors like you know them personally. You don't. These are people that go on jobs. They go on auditions just like you go for a job interview. Except they're not putting a squeegee in their hand and wiping the windows at McDonald's or Wendy's. They're going for a job to portray a role, to become a character. And then after they're done with that character, they go home. It's the nature of the business. That's all it is. So to make this, I'm sorry, because I know how Hollywood is. Paul Walker died in a fiery car crash. They did not recreate a fiery car crash. Damn it. My light, every time I hit this damn table. Hold on, y'all. My light fell. And I'm in my bag. So hold up. Hold up, y'all. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I get excited. I pound the table, and my camera, I mean my light was like, no, don't you hit the table. You know we fall all the time. Don't you do it. Up there he goes, falling on side again. What's up? What's up? What's up, Buckmeister? Make sure you go check out Buck's channel too. He made, we did the review of the of his Black Panther cartoon short that he did, his fan trailer. So make sure it hit numbers. So make sure. But I'm trying to make sure that I get everybody that was in here too. If you just came in, I'm sorry. Tina, did I get you? I thought I got you. But if not, what's up, Tina? What's up, Sam? Is it here? What's up, Blue? What's up, Wavy Thames? You see, oh no, pause. Pause. What up, Erica D? What's up? What's up? What is up? Now I was just hitting the table. That's it. Just hitting the table. Hit it too hard. That's all. But that's, see, with the whole recast of T'Challa, is because I know that there is plenty of black talent. Kendall Jordan, what's up? There is plenty of black talent in Hollywood for the next guy to be the next Black Panther. That's why we was rambling on this guy could be Black Panther. That guy, I would love to see that. I would love to see that. And we've never seen that, especially in Hollywood, with a action star like a comic book star at that level. What I'm talking about is the level that Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, was at. Where when you talk about the Avengers, you can name them off. And you be like, I know these guys are getting work. Not only are they getting work inside of Marvel, they're getting work everywhere else because of who they are. And Marvel. That's how prestigious that job is. So to hinder the next actor because you're emotionally tied in some way, shape, or fashion to a vision that you have with one actor, and you stop the other actors from getting in there, is detrimental. It's detrimental to you because you now look like a gatekeeper. And then you have people like me coming up with all these wild conspiracy theories in my head because of your actions. I didn't do this on my own. This is based on the series of events. It's why I put on the tinfoil hat and say it looks like you're gatekeeping. It looks like you are following the same rule of what is being said in Hollywood, what was being said in Hollywood for years about black talent. And they really believe black talent could make any money. And they found out there's a lot of money in black talent. So to keep the next actor for following that line of thinking, or following that train of prosperity, and to put our names up in the upper echelon of the next big thing. If for Will Smith, you could have Wesley and Will at the same time. But didn't it seem like once Wesley fell off, Will came up and it was a teeter-totter for a little bit? Especially when Wesley started getting into his financial issues. Have you ever noticed that some black talent, once they get a little too big, something always happens? Do you not notice that? Something always happens. Either they have a string of bad movies, which could be attributed to themselves, or they get in some type of legal issue that is just wild. You be like, what? And then you can't believe it because the way that Hollywood, controls the narrative when it comes to their stars and what they're sending out to news outlet. Remember, I kept telling people when it came to Jonathan Majors, be careful. Me and shout out to Lauren Victoria Burke. We had plenty of shows where, for her background, all she came from is crisis analysis and working in media. That's her bag. And I love listening to Lauren Victoria Burke. And she kept talking about over and over again, you got to watch out for the media, because the media does not care about the truth. They care about the clicks and the engagement, whether it's right or wrong. So every time you hear something about somebody, you got to take it with caution. Even the person who's calling it fake news, you gotta have it with caution, because what is the real truth? You see what I mean? Malcolm X said, a long time ago, the media will have you loving the people you should hate and hating the people you should love. Not in those words, but you get what I'm saying. Let's keep going. Let's just keep going just for a little bit, because I had to stop it because I don't want a copyright strike.
No two white comics. I mean, let me put it like this. Jeff Ross and Howie Mandel have never thought about it's either me or him. Where you get that from? It's everywhere. It's either me or him. I know it.
And that's just how it was. For years, it was, one at a time that would get.
One at a time. Only one of y'all. So again, the reason why I just did not make this up is because I have been hearing this for a long time. I have a good friend. He's not in Hollywood anymore. He's on the road doing stand-up comedy, my man Charles Allen. But he talked about the only could be one, and you get your one opportunity type of thing that they do in Hollywood. That is real. That is not something that people are just saying just to be said, just to say, look, they're keeping the black man down. But when you are that young black talent, like Ryan Coogler is a hell of a talent. One hell of a talent. The man has an eye for his films. The way that his films look, the cinematography, and the way that they flow, and capturing emotions at certain periods of time. He has that ability. A lot of directors that's looking from the lens rarely have. I'm just being honest. And for him being a young black talent, no different than Nate Parker, no different than Antoine Fuqua, or before them, Reginald Hunlin, Spike Lee, John Singleton. To me, brother, you have a responsibility to be able to bring as much black talent to these people with your chest out, because we belong there too. We're not just the accessory. And me loving my people so much, that's why I didn't mind playing that other song. You know, even though it's dated, but everything that I said in that song is real. Because it seems like we have to fight in a space where we are Americans too, and we are supposed to be in that space. We're not, we're black and look at us breaking barriers. No, we are. Why do we have a barrier that we have to break? Have you thought of that's what pisses me off? Why is there a barrier for us to break in the first place? Why is it an obstacle? Why are we the first when we're black? When if we were going to go fight in the war, we need to be patriotic. You get your black behind up and you go over there and you fight in that war. That's what we're told, right? We're told we're Americans when it's time to fight for this country and fight for what we believe in. We're supposed to fight for the Constitution, but we got to break barriers just to get into space when we're supposed to be in that space in the first place. Think about that for just a second. And this is 2025. This ain't 1960. This ain't the 70s. This ain't coming off the back of the civil rights movement. So why should a director hinder another black actor from being in a space that we have to break barriers for? Well, we shouldn't have to. That's why I get upset. That's why I talk the way that I talk about Ryan. Not about his talent, not about him personally, what you did. Because Eddie Murphy created a space. John Singleton created a space. Spike Lee created a space. How dare you disrespect what they created because you're emotionally tied to a character? You're emotionally tied to an actor. So no, and it's not one you created. That's why I got a problem. Not that I don't like the brother, but when you're hindering somebody, are you making one of the biggest biscuit batters of all time? Because now you're hindering the process that Eddie created. They got mad at Eddie because Eddie made Boomerang, and Boomerang had black people in high prestigious places, and they wonder why wasn't no white folks there. But when you go to Atlanta and you go into some of these spaces where black people are running their own business, it is a foreign thing to them. Why? Because they rather see us in the hood than where we should be at. In the same space as them. You know what? I don't get on Tyler Perry. The reason why I don't get on Tyler Perry, he creates the space. I might not care for the movies. I damn sure don't care about them wigs. But am I mad because he's creating a space? No. I'm not. I'm not mad because he created the space for other black talent to thrive in. I can't get mad at that. Country Wayne does skits every morning. He posts his skits throughout the day or whatever. Do I like all the skits or all of that? No. Am I mad at him for creating a space? Absolutely not. Because the people that are on his skits turn around and I look up and they're in other movies and pictures and all of that. And all I'm saying, and I guess Tina had a wild hair last night because she was like, what did she tweet? I have a feeling Ryan's going to recast T'Challa. And somebody asked her, did you hear something? So I'm just putting positive vibes out there. That's it. Just putting positive vibes out there. Because I want him to understand why every time that you go into a show to promote your movie, they're asking about T'Challa. They're asking about recast T'Challa. Why do you think they're talking about that? That means T'Challa was bigger than Chadwick. And as much as we love Chadwick, and as much as he is very, very deserving of that story that he's about to get at the Hollywood Walk of Fame, on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, very deserving of that. He knew because he helped create space. When they talk about honoring Chadwick, they have to also understand Chadwick wouldn't take certain roles because the way that they're paying the other black talent. No, I'm good. He looked out for his people. Nate Moore got giddy about William Hurt being recast for Harrison Ford. Got excited. Couldn't wait to work with that talent. Oh, we got to keep telling you. Remember, he was in the raft. Remember that little exchange, even though that was 10 seconds. Remember that exchange? It had some exchange, but he couldn't wait to get to filming that so he could do it. Couldn't wait. But yet, when it came to T'Challa, what's up, Rico? When it came to T'Challa, it's a story we want to tell. Don't you tell us what we supposed to do? Why hindering black talent to take over? That role so that person could be pushed to the upper echelon of Hollywood to continue the train rolling, because they see that that's successful. Luke Cage. We need Luke Cage up in here, because obviously there is a place for black superheroes. Look at Miles Morales. Whether you like the concept of Miles Morales, Black Spider-Man or not, whatever. What I will not call him is what Eric July will call him. But do you see that there's a calling for that talent? They want to see Miles Morales. Remember when Luke Cage came out? We want to see Luke Cage. But I can't sacrifice T'Challa just to get a Luke Cage. I can't sacrifice T'Challa just to get a Storm. I can't sacrifice T'Challa just to get, Night Thrasher or any other black superhero. And I damn sure don't need one whitewash just to fill a spot. There's one right there that somebody could be that moment to be pushing the upper echelons. Let's hear a little bit more what Eddie had to say. And I'm going to give you my guys my final thoughts, because this is not long.
Mass appeal and be in big movies. In the 60s, it was Sidney Poitier. Then Richard was the one person that became the man. And he was the one black guy in most of the movies for a minute. Then after me, the floodgates open.
After me, the floodgates open. I said, after me, the floodgates open. What did that tell you? That told you right there that there is room for all of us. There's room for all of us. But if we don't have the people that's behind the camera, like Martin Scorsese, if something happened to Leonardo DiCaprio, he's going to go find another talent. Unfortunately, I'm just saying. So this is why I go the way that I go at Ryan. Not because I don't like him. That ain't it. is because I don't want history to revert on itself where we just have one. That's all. And I'm gonna take a quick commercial break, and I'm gonna come back right back. I need to bake some biscuits. So I'll be right back with more of the Dre Mac Show.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Are you going down? Then you gotta know the best way to go. On the down low.
Damn, you banking like that? And you come over here with a biscuit meal, man?
Would you like to take a survey?
No. Elevator go down the hall.
It's you! It's you!
Whoop-de-doo.
We are talking about the same girl.
Okay, well, what do we do? Fight a duel or something?
Well, I don't know. Maybe,
Wherever I go, he goes. Like this?
Slower. Bend over.
Stedman, what's going on?
Darling, are you all right?
Stedman, who was that woman?
That was Professor Haight, disguised as an ugly French lap dancer.
Ugly? She looked beautiful.
I suppose she might have been considered beautiful until you walked in the room.
Oh, Stedman, I've been dreaming of this moment. Come here.
Wild horses couldn't keep me away. Invisible robots!
Invisible robots?
beep, 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 beep.
Look out!
We now return to the Transformers.
All right. So now you guys are seeing what happened before, how we got to the invisible robots. I wanted to bring up one last thing, and then I'm gonna get you guys up out of here. But I remember, do you guys remember when Ryan Coogler went into a bank and they called the police on him? Yeah, here we go. I knew I had it because again, when I was on TikTok, boy, I was on it, and the bank teller didn't know who he was. So that's why I said, and I'm gonna play the following part. Matter of fact, let me do this. Damn it. That evil Professor Haight, disguised as an ugly French lap dancer. Because I literally I'm gonna have to, oh, okay. I think I gotta go back. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Because this day, honestly, because of the way that situation happened. Yeah. And to me, this was Ryan's wake-up call that things can happen in a moment. That anything can happen in a moment. So I'm bringing this up for a reason, because this is why I was on TikTok like hella heavy. I should have been on YouTube. I should have been posting these to YouTube, but they didn't have shorts then. But listen.
The customer passed me a note
understand. So I just told my manager I didn't feel comfortable. So he told me to call police while he, I guess, stalls for
What
a
is
minute.
what is on the note, ma'am?
It just says I want to withdraw $12,000. Just be discreet.
Is this an actual customer, or are they trying to rob the bank?
They had a debit card and he inserted it. He gave me a California ID, but I was like, okay. I was like,
she didn't know. Let's for context. She had no idea that who Ryan Coogler was. Had no idea who Ryan Coogler was. And he gave her a note, said, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, just trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I want to be discreet because I literally just want to get $1,000 and you know what I'm saying? I don't want everybody in my business. That's all he wanted. She didn't even know who he was. His life could have changed in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Because just because you directing doesn't mean everybody know who you are. You over here passing notes to a bank teller during after COVID with a mask on. Somebody, and you're black. I don't know if you try to rob me or not. Again, his life could have changed in a heartbeat because that's how quickly we move in society.
I was like, how do you want the cash back? And he's like, just look at the note.
And he had no weapons, correct?
Not that I know of. He just has on black sunshades and a black hat.
Is he a black male, white male?
He's a black male. And every time I ask him like a question, he's like, look at the note.
So, okay.
See, I mean, again, if he was walking around like, hey, I'm Ryan Coogler, you know what I mean? She was wrong, but, well, I understand her suspicions. I understand, you know, especially, but she thought because he had a California ID and it said Ryan Coogler, maybe this is what I'm saying. You got to be careful. Everybody didn't go see Black Panther and Creed. Not everybody see Fruitvale Station. They might have seen it. They know Michael B. Jordan. They don't know. They didn't know you. And things could have happened in your life just that quickly. So this is literally why it's America's welcome to dairy. You got a point. I can't argue. But it seemed like that with a lot of black people. But what I'm saying is, because you know life is precious just by being black, and I'm bringing this up for a reason. You being black made another black woman so afraid, and a male, that she was willing to call the police to make sure that she wasn't getting robbed. What do you think about how Hollywood feels about you too? Oh, is he trying to bring more Negroes in here? Can only have one. If you know what I mean? Just saying, you got to understand where people are coming from. I'm not just going out to be going off.
But he inserted his debit card, and then I asked for his ID. He handed me his ID as a California ID. But I didn't look at his name because I'm just like so shook up. Like, I don't know.
I mean, she didn't look at his name because that was her fault.
What he trying to do? So I just told him, give me one moment. You know, I have to get my manager.
Okay, so none of his information was even verified. Okay. He might just want to be discreet, but I have police en route.
Yeah, I mean, he might.
She didn't care that he wanted to be discreet. Hold on. I was on TikTok like hella heavy. All right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So y'all explaining y'all perspective, right? Yeah. Y'all the ones with guns and vests. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What's my perspective? What's my perspective?
I know
at the bank, She never said it was a fucking problem, bro. Yeah. I said, hey, is that gonna be okay with you? She said, yeah. I put my own card in, put my own pin in. She asked to see my ID. I gave it to her. Yeah. And she goes in the back, and I'm waiting for the and then the people keep coming out. Hey, they taking care of you. They taking care of you. Everything's, it's taking a little while. Next thing I hear fucking Glocks. Yeah. I hear Glocks getting pulled out. That's what I hear. I hear Glocks getting pulled out from unholstering. Hey, sir, can I talk to you for a minute? Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you see my perspective.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean.
And see, my whole reason for making that video was just a black perspective. When you're not even a Hollywood actor, you know, the black perspective could be a lot different. That's why I'm going so hard at Ryan, because you know how hard it is to be black in America. Why would you hinder someone from expanding our perspective, our visual, so people are not so afraid of us because they see us as superheroes? So they see us as more than just the villain when we're coming up in the bank and we just want to be discreet. The more black people that you get to be in these pivotal roles, the more that you can elevate this black talent, the more you can put them in superhero roles. So we're not just in the hood villain role. The more people are not looking at us and scared, like that bank teller was that day that you put in your debit card and you just want to be discreet by giving her a note and just saying, hey, this is all I want. I just want to be discreet because of who I am. See, if we were more than just that, if we were pushed more positively, maybe we can just change the way that instead of being just buffoons, jokesters, pranksters, you know, the people who will walk up, oh man, that's Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington. Ain't no Denzel Washington. Oh man, I thought you was Denzel. We can be more or less of that. I don't know. Be just like the other superheroes that's out here. Maybe Alvin. Maybe that explains it. So people are just, you get tired of people being afraid of you just because you're black. But when you got other black people stopping your talent, stopping you from getting to said place, and they know how hard it is because in the blink of an eye, Ryan Coogler was in a situation because somebody, just for someone, was so afraid they didn't even look at the man's name. Just saying. That's all I'm saying. If you don't understand that, then I understand. It's my perspective. I don't have the expectation that everybody's seeing where I'm coming from, but I'm just saying, in that same breath, you know how hard it is for black people. Don't make it harder for the people that's in your profession to get where they want to be at. It's honestly all I'm saying.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
All right. Let me get y'all up out of here. Thank you again for another episode of the Dre Mac Show. Another good live show, man. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all you guys in the chat. You know, like I said, we have a black experience that is different from a lot of other people in this country. We don't need to hinder someone else for getting where, where they could be at, is all I'm saying. And Ryan, if you ever hear this, don't stop the next black man for being a superhero. Allow all of us to be a superhero. Don't you gatekeep that. That's all I'm saying. But what do you guys think? Put in the comment section below. I could be totally off. You could miss my point with the later half of what I was saying about being black in America and how things can happen in the instant. So don't hinder nobody from doing something like that woman hindered him for even just getting his money and treating him like he's just another human being. Put in the comment section below and let me know what you guys think. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe, man. Enjoy your hump day. Where's my outro at? Man, I done been here for too long. I don't even know where it's at. It's on the screen somewhere. I'm going to find it. But then when I do, I gotta go. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Huh. Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.